Hello. I believe I am live now. Okay, so some people have been asking for me to do something with sprites, so I am going to be trying to render this wall with sprites, and then maybe some other stuff afterwards. Now the thing is, the reason why I didn't start out by doing this is if I go here and I just create this, I'll make it look better later. And then I'll say, okay, that's not what I want. So switch costume to arrow. Okay. Although actually I'm going to say that there, and then also here, and then I'll say switch costume to, I'll rename that later. And then instead of pen down, we'll just say, okay, so set y to 0, and then also set size to 100 here and here. Actually, I'm just going to say set size to 1 because it'll automatically go to the smallest size, which is what it's already at. So now it's just that, I guess. Also, we don't want these. So I'll say, let's see, set size to this, and then stamp. And then, what's wrong? Is it the pen brightness? Okay, let's remove this. No, I can't use clones. This is weird. What is happening? I honestly don't know what's wrong. Like, yeah, there it's working. But what about in-game doesn't work? Okay, I actually had a reason to be on that. I was just checking because. Okay. I'm gonna reset this. I'm going to create a new sprite and draw a simple rectangle. And what I'll say is, instead of having this, I'll say to create a clone of it. So this one, when I start as clone, oh wait, no, that won't work. Yeah, that won't work because the problem is, if I just say when I start as clone, go to player, they'll just be all over there because it's always the last place the player is. Okay. Resetting this once again. I'll go back to that first strategy I had. So, big rectangle. Yeah, I was thinking I'd just be able to figure out how to do this. But honestly, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, hello there, fellow human. It's good to know that someone's actually watching my stream, because that's kind of rare. If you have any ideas, tell me, because I don't really know what to do here. Like, okay. Because I can't just say stamp. Okay, I also need to fix the, what's it called? Yeah. So switch costume to arrow. Just gonna plop that there. Plop that there. Costume 1, plop D there. Which, yet again, continues to not work. Let's see. Oh no, I accidentally just opened Minecraft. Okay. Minecraft just close. Let's see. Stamp. What happens if I did say, oh, problem is if I create a clone of myself, does this. Like, and it is doing the render block and everything, so that's not it. Let's see. I accidentally just did something. Okay, yeah, what do you mean by 2D sprites? Not really sure. Okay, anyway, yeah, there's something wrong with this. I don't know what. Because I'm not really sure why stamping won't work. Because that normally, like, if I just open up like a normal Scratch project, let's see, need to sign in, create a new Scratch project. If I tell it to stamp, go to random position, and then stamp, where's that? Right here. It'll just start stamping, but these won't be clones. Like if I put when I start as clone, stop all. Yeah, you probably know this. I'm just wondering why this won't work. Okay, yeah. I'll do that in a minute if I can't figure out how to do this. I'm honestly not really sure why this isn't working. Yeah, I think I know a way to do the other thing, so I'll see if I can figure that out. I mean, I don't think it'll be that complicated. Yeah, I'm gonna give up on this thing right now, so sorry to the person who wanted me to do that. I don't really know how. So this is the current version of my game. And the health bar will actually be really useful because if I want the enemies to attack me or something like that, I already have it implemented. So what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll just create a new sprite and I'll just make it white to go along with the player, and I'll just make it be like a square. Why am I using that for a square? That makes no sense. There's literally a square tool. Okay, so there we go. I'll say, okay, for this I'll turn off the ghost effect. Oh, I just figured out why there's a ghost effect. I'm so dumb. Wait. Oh wait, sorry, I'm gonna come back to this in a minute. I'm just gonna go back to the original thing I was doing because I finally figured out what my problem was. It's that the ghost effect was on, so the player was invisible, which is kind of dumb. Like, I even thought about that, but then I was like, no, I'm not using the ghost effect in this project. But I am, though, so I was wrong. I'll also just do that, just to make so that once I later add that, it will work. So now if I go back to this file, load from your computer, this, let's see. Okay, so just create a rectangle, and then so we'll set ghost effect to 100 here, and on the clones, I guess, and then set ghost effect to 0 over here, and then I'll also need to say switch costume to arrow in these places also, and then switch costume to costume 1. Oh, I accidentally just rendered it. Which you can't actually see this, but now if I were to go here and say stamp, there's a bunch of... Whoa, this is weird. This is actually really cool. How they, stick through the walls. Okay, well, I mean, it doesn't actually really stick through the walls that well. So as you can see, there's these, but I need to set their size. So I'll just get rid of this, and then say stamp, and then I'll need to set the directions, because I don't really want the lines to look like that. I'll say, what's it called? Oh yeah, rotation style, don't rotate. That's pretty simple. And then the problem is I say, so the thing I was going to talk about this is that if I just say set size to blah blah blah. Okay, so set size to oh, let's change X. Okay, so right now these are all huge. Let's try 20. Whoa, this might actually work. This actually has a pretty cool appearance and might work. So now what I could say is for this costume, if I wanted to decorate the walls, I'll just do this. It's really laggy. So now if I want to add some decoration things, as in squares for now, rectangles more, but you know what I mean, hopefully. I mean, and then what you could do is have multiple of these, but you move these things around in each one, and then so we'll save here, and then I'll make one more where they're moved around even more. Then I'll just name these 3, 2, and 1. That's the same one for us. Switch it, and I'll say switch costume to, and I'll put this in the loop also. And I think if I just put a randomizer in there. Okay, let's try 2 to 4. And okay, so the thing is, if you made a ton, 60 costumes, you could then give each one of, you could then make this actually look like something by giving each one, by making it so that each time it goes to the next costume. But the one problem with this is that when they're in a really far distance, they kind of just stay there like a wall. But yeah, So you could probably do something like that. So I'm just gonna save to my computer as 3D room sprite text. Okay, now I'm gonna go and try some other stuff with sprites. I'll leave you open. Okay. So back over here, I have this new sprite, which I'm just gonna have to add another list. And let's see. Where is the clones? Okay, ray tracing right here. I'm going to have, so I'm gonna add another list and call this probably like, I'll just call this sprite location. So that's sprite location. Woohoo. So let's see, sprite location. I'm also going to, like all of the other lists I've made, just real quick make them big. Yeah, so I need to make this 60 long, so I'm just gonna click a ton. Okay, halfway there. Okay, so now I can actually make this interesting. So I can also say if touching sprite 1, replace item clone count of surface, also clone count of sprite location with 1, 0, sprite location. Also, I'm gonna have to say distance to player, and I'll also replace that with none. So now, if I go over to the sprite, it won't even work. So we start looking up, go down, touching sprite 1. Oh! Okay. I put it in the wrong place. It should be here. So now if I turn around, somewhere in here should be some... Okay, so if we turn around and then come up to it, so we're like looking... Oh! Okay. So now as you can see, it like it's actually accurate now. That's good. That's what I wanted. Accurate, because why would I want it to be bad? Now the problem is like the sprite is that when you look at it, it like transforms a lot. In this case, it's 50 through 60. So because it's 50 through 60, what's it called? That's 10. That's what 10 is called. 10 is called 10. Okay. So that's 10 of them, so I want it to be like a certain size depending on how big it is. So now I'm going to add another sprite. I'm also going to call this sprite on map. I'm going to call this just sprite. And I'm not going to draw the sprite with a pen. And just because I don't want to add something interesting, that's not the right thing. I'm going to choose a costume and just choose the Scratch Cat, because I don't want to bother with adding something else. So anyways, so now in here, I need to add the code. So I'm going to say if is not equals, I'm going to add in some stuff from the list, item, and then count, I believe is the variable I use. So item count of distance to wall does not equal none. Oh shit. And I'm gonna say, problem is I need to have this other sprite do it. Ooh, actually I got an idea. So if I add this to here, so we'll just call it cat for simplicity. They already, I believe, are setting their costume. So I'll say switch costume to arrow here. Switch costume to costume 1, good. So then switch costume to cat. And then could I just say like stamp for now? No, I can't. What's wrong? Oh yeah, ghost effect. Wait, no. No, that's not it. I'm also gonna delete this and the list. And I'm not gonna delete this, I'm just gonna hide it. Let's see. Switch costume to, oh, that's the wrong costume for 1. Okay. Do they, what? They all equal none. It says if they don't equal none, switch costume to, what happens if I say arrow? Yeah, switch costume to, I want you to be a cat, please. What happens when I look at the actual thing? Oh, okay, it just does it always. How about I just say like A, and then over here, where did I say that? Ray tracing, A. No, that still doesn't work. I just have a bunch of cats clipping into my walls. This is not what I wanted. This seemed like it would be something that's really easy. Okay. So I'll have to figure out what's wrong with this. Because there's these A's. What if I say if item kind of cat does it? This makes no sense. Also, I need to recover this not. So if it equals A, I'm so dumb. Sprite location. It's just using the wrong list the entire time. That would explain all of it. So now, wherever the cat is, you get all of these things. But you obviously don't just want 1, and you also want it to be bigger. So I'll say, and then I'll say set size, need to size. Where is size? Oh, here we go. It's right there. So set size to, there's something I need to set size to. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, so I actually have that right. I'm just gonna make this appear again. So if I say this, oh no. Ooh. Why does that crash? Why does that crash scratch? I would really love to know that the answer, but I doubt I'll be getting one. So let's see. Okay, sorry, this is gonna be kind of boring because Scratch it's bad. It's crashing on me. It's not crashing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's try this again. It's probably gonna crash, right? No, it's not. The one problem is as you get close, they get really small, and as you get far away, they get larger. So I'll say like, how big do these get up to? I don't know, I'll say like 30 minus that. of course this is still really off. So I'll say like multiplied by 5 maybe. Let's try that. Let's just multiply this by 5. So now when you see the cats, they're like kind of small, but then they get big as you go up to them. Good. I'm also going to add that thing I did earlier and say rotation style, don't rotate please. And then now you have your line of cats. One of just which, I mean, this isn't, oh no, wait, I forgot to reset the size of the arrow. Set size to 100 afterwards. That's not the right value. 1. Set size to 1. Set size to 1. Oh, I just crashed it again. Oh my god. Oh yeah, person in the chat. Yeah, I don't really know what other method. I haven't discovered any other methods. I mean, yeah, I don't really know of any other methods to do this in. So this is just the one I've always done. I don't think it's the most efficient because there's no way to look up and down. I've seen stuff with like the fancy looking up and down ones, and I have no clue how to do that stuff, but this stuff's pretty simple. So I'll just plop that there. So now when you go closer up, they get bigger. Okay, that's fun. Although I'm gonna multiply it by like 8 or something. Let's see. I want so that when you get like right up to them, they're like, I'll lower their thing. So change y by just say change y by that, and then change y by oh yeah, I can just change y by this. There we go. After stamping, so now it's a little below. I'll actually say like multiplied by 2 maybe. That might work. Oh wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no. Make sure that's not running. There we go. And replace that. So now it's kind of lower down, I guess. It still clips in, so what I think I'll do is at the end, well actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm going to have to add a thing that goes through to each of these, and then, yeah, so I'll say, so it needs to determine the average one. So for example, on 6 to 38, like the central one would probably be like, I don't know, somewhere around like 15, 20. Yeah, like probably 16-ish. So we'll say repeat 60, set count to 0, change count by 1, because counting, that's the point of the count. So, and then I'll say, okay, and I'll say if, need an equals, so I need to say if item count of sprite location does not equal a, And then I'll need a variable, I meant a list that says, ooh, wait, is my stream buffering? Let me just check. I have reasons to believe it might be. Okay, just because I have it open on my phone so that I can see if anyone puts anything in chat, and it's buffering on that, but hopefully you can see what's happening. Let's see. Also, I just need to make sure that, yeah, okay. I'm just making sure that my phone isn't behind on the chat. Okay. If not, item count sprite location equals a, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. So, let's see. What should I call this? Okay, wait. I just, like, my brain just left me, kind of, just now. So, okay, I'll just say, like, good numbers. Not a very good label, but the numbers are good. So I need to say delete all of I need to get rid of all my good numbers, and then add count to good numbers. That's weird. Item count sprite. Wrong thing. To good numbers. Okay, I've just been distance to wall. Whoa. Okay. Delete. Let's do one. I'll just say, like, yeah, I don't want that, so I'll just say this, so it's 60 again. Okay, so now that that has been fixed, okay, so this will work. So these are all my good numbers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, blah, 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 blah. And then average good number. So set average good number to, and then I'll say length of good numbers round divided by 2. No. Yes. And then, so delete, so I'll just add this to the start to check over some good numbers, and then at the end I'll say, so if average good number is greater than 1, is greater than 0, so switch costume to cat, set size to change y by stamp, but I also need to say set x to, so I'll say, and I believe that, so it starts out at negative 240. Then I'll say I need addition. Addition's useful. So negative 240 plus, and I believe it's 8 multiplied, multiplication, where's that? Plus 8 multiplied by average good number. So now that our screen's all fogged up with these, ooh, what? What's, something is not working with the X. 8 times, what if I just replace this with like 8? 80. that's all the way over there. 20, that's negative 240 plus. So I'll put this back. Oh wait, that's the determination of how close you are. No, that's the... Yeah, I don't really know, because so the average good number is the center number on the list, and each part of the list. So average good number, actually, oh, it's only 3. What? So if not, I'm count equals that, add count to good numbers. So when I look at it, ooh, that's way too big. Oh, I need to fix some things here with the size. That might be part of the reason, I don't know. What if I believe that these should actually be average good number. So now it's really small. Or not. Average good number is 5. 30 minus, oh. Item average good number, which is 10. Oh, I'm dumb. Yeah, there's a thing that I did wrong. So set average good number, where's that? It's up here. It's set to the length. And then I need to say set average good number to hello, Curb the YouTuber. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I think I've almost figured out what I'm trying to do. Let's see. Okay. So average good number. So I'm gonna have to set average good number to item average good number of sprite location, I believe. No, okay, I have not really an idea of what is going on here. Yeah. So the good numbers, and then if I come over here, average good number is A. Should be 20 to 29. Oh, I did that in the wrong place. I know why. So average good numbers to round length of this. To round length of good number. Okay. Let's see. There's something I need to do. So I need to find the average value. Oh, okay. So average good number, but of good numbers. So that's to find the middle value of that list, which will then tell us of the middle value of the area of this list. So, and then item average good numbers of sprite locations should work. Now it's 26 because this is 10, so it'll be like 5, I believe, which is 54, which if I scroll down here, 54 is 26. So that part does kind of work a little, except it's still... Yeah, this code, I mean, the actual rendering part I figured out pretty quickly, but like, yeah, it is actually fairly complicated. Okay, I've also been working on this for a while. So now I just need to get this stuff down here. So that'll be the value. Oh no, I don't want it to actually be the value of that list. Actually, that means that instead of saying item average value, I can just say So this should maybe work now, I don't know. The location is very off, but size works. Hello. Just because you said hello in the chat. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna move some of these excess blocks that are just literally everywhere to the side, because I'm not really sure how I have so many of these. Like, I have 3 different extra counts just... Oh, wait, that's from when I removed the counts. But still, this is a lot of stuff that I just kind of have sitting around. So average good number is like 10 here, which is because that's like that. So that's the same thing as it was before. So this should... Okay, I'm gonna close some of these lists because they're kind of just blocking up the entire screen. And it's kind of hard to see. So the problem is it like just kind of sticks to the right. Because 26... Oh, so this... No, it was 8. Oh, that's size? Oh. Okay, this should be here. So... I'll just... Also... Okay, so if I turn around, when I can see him, he's just in the center. Oh, this is still incorrect. Now I remember something. Negative 240 plus this. I mean, that's not correct, but it's also not any better. Negative 240. So it'll go here and then add, yeah, no. Ooh. Okay, so sadly, I actually just realized there's some things, so I'm gonna have to put these things back into use. Yeah. Right here and here. Because we need to know the item number so that the scratch cat will correctly go across the screen. Whoa, that is weird. Just kind of moves to the side. So maybe this should be the number of the list. No, definitely not. No, it just kind of goes diagonally. Okay, but I've made progress, and that's good. So he does actually go slightly down, but still kind of floats in the air, which is why we need to fix the size. So 30 minus, I think this was the thing I was using for it, which hopefully... So now when I'm over here, and then, yeah, so that works. You can adjust it, obviously, because it's kind of off a little bit. But, yeah, it works. It's also technically still pen, because I use the stamp. Now, you might want to change some of this, like, set size to maybe, like, 60, and then only -4, so that when it's really far away, it doesn't... Okay, maybe that's too much. I'll try, like, 6 and 50. And then also, what I was going to say is it is technically still pen because of the fact that it's using stamp, which is it's using the stamp feature instead of the clone feature to make visuals. And the stamp feature is in here, so technically this is still pen, but like, I wouldn't really consider it that because of the fact that it's not using the actual pen down feature to draw, but instead using the stamp feature, which isn't typically used in pen projects because that would just make it so that you can just make everything have ghost effect and constantly use the stamp. I think this is stamp, right? Yeah. You can tell it's stamped because it's very pixelated. And then I'm not gonna go across how to do AIs because I don't know how to make movement AIs. I might experiment with that in the future. I'm just gonna hide average good number because I don't want that. And one other thing is that I need to fix the turning because because up in the top corner, if you want that to stay visual, the turning thing doesn't turn anymore. So I'll just say don't rotate and then all around afterwards. Which, that's interesting. When you're looking at it, you disappear. Not really sure what's happening there. Yeah, because it resets the size, resets the position, and it does also reset the costume at the end. Here, I'll do that here. That doesn't help, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't really help at all. Not really sure. So there's still a lot of things that could be made better with this, but I mean, it does work, which I'm incredibly happy considering how long that took. So that's really all I have to be with this, unless you have an idea for something else with this. I might make the Scratch Cat do something. I'll do something with the Scratch Cat in the future. I'm just gonna save this. 3D room sprite example. I'll just say that. 3D room sprite example. There we go. I can change the name there, that's fancy. I don't use the offline thing that much. Just gonna get rid of this extra code, and so I did what I was planning to do this stream. So I'm just gonna start messing around with some other games that I'm working on in the normal Scratch. Woohoo. So I'm currently making this game called The Grid, which this is the only time you'll ever see it. No, I'm joking. This is the first time I've shown it because it's not shared yet. But I might just work on this. I don't know. I finished what I was planning to do. I was like, for some reason, normally when I work on games, this isn't like so that I can know how to play the game when I work on it or anything like that. Like, it's not for anything like that. It's just because, like, I just play the game whenever I open it up. It's not for any reason at all other than sometimes my games are fun. So this thing is pretty much just like trying to design a puzzle game, and pretty much the concept is, so each level has various different items which appear on screen. So there's these little arrows, there's these check marks, and then if I go to the next level by pressing space, there's also X's, and you can place these little boxes. And you can't place them on top of other items. And you place them by clicking. And the goal is pretty much, so when you press space, all of the arrows will move in the direction they're pointing. And the little check marks, when they hit the check mark, there's a number up here, which, no, not that number. This number over here, I believe, in the top left corner, says how many check marks you need to get hit by the little arrows before the end. Also, I think the check marks also disappear after being hit by an arrow. And then, but the thing is, if one of the arrows hits an X, the level resets and you have to try again, because that is incorrect. You don't want to hit an X. So you have to place these black boxes to stop them from hitting X's in strategic ways. Like here, you have to stop this one from going down and this one from going to the side. So you have to put it in like both of their axes. so that they both will hit it and stop. And then in this one, it introduces it like, just in case you didn't realize, it's like, hey, it like closeness also matters. So this one's closer than this to this. So it means that one will actually be affected, so you need to stop that one, but not this one. And then this one introduces something which I'm going to add a tutorial into the game later so that people will be able to play without an explanation. But it looks impossible because this is the number of blocks you can place. You can only place one. But there's 3 things you need to stop. You need to stop this from hitting here, and these 2 from hitting here and here. So you could stop these 2, but then that one will still hit. But what the thing is that this is showing is that I made it so that if 2 of the arrows collide, they both get destroyed. So those 2 collide and stop. And then on the next level, I just went all out with the collisions, and you have to press R to restart on this one if you fail. But you can also stop them from colliding by like placing it, and then this one will get through. But so all you have to do is like place it here, 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 here. That's a lot of places, and then it'll go through. And also, all of this really tall code isn't actually any logic or anything. This is just all for telling how the stuff goes. This is there's pretty much 2 main scripts that control everything. This one, what it does is it pretty much controls when different things are happening, so it tells the stuff when to move down, it activates levels starting, it like lets you it helps you place the blocks, it does pretty much most of the stuff. And then there's also this, which does all of the collisions, except this, which does some other collisions. So for the next level, I might add a new thing, because I added this diamond thing, which I haven't actually implemented yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this diamond. So right now, there's a few different things they can hit, so one of them just stops them, one of them makes them lose, and one of them does this other thing, but with wins, yeah. But what I want the diamond to do is act like a stationary arrow. So if an arrow runs into the diamond, the arrow gets destroyed, and the diamond also gets destroyed. So, and I also might later make it so you can place like diamonds and X's and maybe even players, although that could be kind of overpowered. So I'm going to be adding that in now. Oh wait, actually, we'll just duplicate this, because so what I need to do is, okay, I'm actually going to duplicate the win because its stuff's more similar. So if touching base move, just delete this clone. That's literally all the code this needs. Oh, hello there, new person in the chat. Yeah, I was working on the sprite stuff like it says in the title, but I finished working on that, so if you want to see all of that cool stuff, you can just go back in the stream, because I finished it. So now I'm just working on this. Okay, so add in this diamond sprite, image, and then all I need to do is duplicate this code. No, I chose that one. This code, the win code, because it acts the same on that. There we go. Oh yeah, so you mean like it's like an item that when the arrow goes up to it, it like will switch directions? That would be cool. I might add that later. I was thinking about something like that. Yeah. Okay. SebSM, what does that mean? Can you finish your sentence, please? Thank you. Also I need to change this. Oh, it's still called win 2. I need to change that to diamond. Okay, so now I just need to make it so that the next level actually includes diamonds, which I'll make the next level very simple. Okay, so I'll say level equals 7, and I'll also make it so that just to make it simpler, I'm going to make it so I don't have to play through all the levels. So now I have level 1, but I'm gonna change it. So I'm gonna add a diamond. Let's see. Create clone of diamond. And we'll just say like y negative 30 here. And then, yeah. Let's see if the diamond code works. Yes, it does. Okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to move this second win up to negative, probably like 70. Yeah, Sebastian, I can maybe do that in another video or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'm busy making this game right now, but yeah, I might be able to do that sometime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that without the diamond, you would lose. But then it's like, haha, there is a diamond. You actually don't lose. So then I'll say at negative 110. Create clone of, no, not stop. Create clone of lose. Also, if you're wondering why I have all of these wait 0 seconds, like, just for some reason, because I want to explain something for fun. No, I'm joking. But the reason I have all of these is so that without that, they'd all just go to the last position in the code, or a later position. Haha, the diamond works. I might make it so you have to place the diamond, actually. So that it introduces the diamond. Oh, Sebastian, what is it? The game that I would like. So I'm actually going to get rid of the diamond. This would actually be kind of hard to do placing, because I don't want it to always place. Okay, I'll actually say, like, I'll just say place time, because that makes sense. Which will pretty much when you're able to place, I'll say it. So I'll have to change some stuff later. This could be kind of complex. So I'll say set place time to, what's it called? So this is your place time, but then after that, repeat until. But then here, the place time doesn't work or whatever, because reasons. Oh yeah, so what I'm saying is it goes back to 0. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. So right now you can place, now you can't place, you still can't place for some reason. Okay, so if I do set level to 1, so it's place time 0, so 0 now it's 1 again, so I can place, 0, so I can't place. So this will make it pretty simple. So now I can just say if equals, so if place time is, what's it called, there's a number that I'm thinking of, 1, I believe, then it will go here, which will make it so that since it's not equal to 0 when the level's being created, then I can make it so that it will do the correct thing, which is nice. I'll also add that there because that's important. So in here, I'll copy this code. Okay, that didn't work. So I'll just make it so that if it's place time right here, touching, also I think I can set this to like 0, because if you're wondering why I have all these wait 0 seconds, because that seems incredibly pointless, it's because pretty much what that does is it has a tiny delay that is almost unnoticeable, but it still gives it enough time. Like, it's pretty much the length of time it takes to go through like one piece of code or a little bit of code, but in things where I just need a tiny little bit of delay to make sure that both things realize the interaction is happening, I do that. Or in this case, to actually make them both think that the interaction is not happening. Which Seems to be working, yay. So sadly for now, until a later point, I won't actually be able to, okay, what I'm saying is, unless I make it so that like you place each thing with a different key, it'll like, I'll need to add some stuff later. So, I have a variable that says placeable diamonds, yay. And I'll just plop that down below. So set placeable diamonds to 0. I don't know why I made it one word. I think that I did that on accident. So up until like a little bit of time, it's just going to be set to 0 always. But then once you get to level 7, suddenly set placeable diamonds to 1. Also, I don't need this diamond anymore because I can place my own diamond, hopefully. Let's see, so set level to 7. We're going to start on level 7. So you can place it. Okay, yeah, I forgot to add the code for placing diamonds. That was, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to copy this code and say if placeable diamonds is greater than 0, change placeable diamonds by -1. Also, this, I don't need this. So right below the placeable squares code, it's placeable diamond, so I can place that, except it still creates a square. Now I can place a diamond here, and then I should be able to place, the one problem is you can place diamond on this guy, and then if you place a diamond on it, it lets you place a square instead. So yeah, I didn't completely fix all of these. So if I do this, because I already added this code to it, now if you try and place on one of these, yay. And I'm also going to have to add touching diamond, and then, what, that didn't work. Diamond, touching, oh, it did work, never mind. It was just a little higher up than I expected. Also, if you're wondering how I have if touching diamond and diamond, because if you click on it, there's no diamond option here. It's by what you just saw. I just copied in from another sprite. It's actually kind of smart. It's a smart strategy, whatever that means. I don't think that really means anything. Okay. So, let's see. So now you should be able to, when you play this, doesn't work. Oh, wait. No. Wait, there's some stuff I need to fix. So placeable squares to 0. We'll need is 2. So when you do this, oh, it's because they both hit it. I'm dumb. So I actually need to, yeah, wait. Oh, I know. I'll just add another square. And to be really fancy, I'm gonna set direction to, instead of going to the right, I'm gonna go to the left, because that's something that hasn't happened yet. And then, so to lose x, like, I'll say 190, and y, I'll say, what's the word? Oh yeah, I don't know why I keep forgetting these things. I'm just like, forgetting things. So, let's see. So you need to stop it. But, instead of using square which you could use, you need to use a diamond. Yeah. I had an idea for this level that made more sense, where, like, if you don't place the diamond, for some reason, in my mind, my logic was, well, if the diamond breaks, if the diamond goes away, then the X also goes away, even though I created this code and, like, know that it doesn't, like, and know that that's not how it works. But this pretty much just acts the same. So you place that there. Oh, now I remember what I was going to do. Yes. Okay. It's because I was going to have a second one of those, which I forgot about. So x equals 50 and y equals like 130. Ooh, no, don't want to place it there. So now if you do this and then that, as you can see, you'll lose. So you have to do this, and so it's this and then this, and then you win. See, so that's like the specialty of the diamond, because if it was a square, neither would get through, but the diamond stops one from getting through and then allows the other one to get through. You can also just go like this and put it above that one so the top one dies. But there's no actual point to doing that alternate solution, which is pretty, yeah. So, I don't know what I meant. I was going to say pretty cool, but then I kind of just stopped halfway through talking and ended up just, like, not saying that. So, okay, well, I'm going to go and take, like, a few-minute break because I have to for reasons. But I will be back as soon as physically possible. So, yeah, sorry that I have to leave. Hopefully you don't leave, although you can leave if you want, but, like, if it was interesting, I'm actually going to be coming back in 5 minutes, so. Hello, I am back. That wasn't very long. Okay. It's good that you were able to. Nobody left. So anyways, I am now back. Actually, oh wait, for a second I thought that the stream was so delayed that it was still showing like 5 minutes ago and I was confused. But anyways, so this level now works. So I could also put it there. Actually, yeah, using a wall on this level would work. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to make that not work. No, negative 90. So now since you can't place it on top of these, you have to place it above. Yeah, that's good. Okay, save now. The problem with this is I don't really have any ideas for a level right now, especially since I have to hard code it. That's why a lot of the time when I make a game, I end up just like forgetting about the game. Yeah, which isn't actually a very good excuse for platformer games because you don't need to hard code every level most of the time. And I have forgotten about a lot of games like that. But we can just ignore that fact. Okay, what was I going to do next? I have no clue. Oh yeah. What I was going to do next is not have any ideas for what next level to build. I might like draw them on graph paper or something, because that would be easy to do. Anyways, so oh yeah, I might add a new item. I don't know. I don't really have any ideas for this. Like I said 50,000 times. I might make the same level, but this time you have a wall and you have to do something different. Yeah, I'll do that. By making it so you have to play through the same level multiple times with different solutions allows you to have twice as many levels. Or like similar. Oh yeah, I might add that soon. Yeah, first of all, I just need to copy my own level. Yeah. And then, so lose, but then I need to say, I just need to switch around two values and say 1 and 0. So now in this one, you have to put it above, but then you have to do this, which is honestly probably less challenging, and put it below. Oh, what was your brain blast? Alright, guessing that's an idea, maybe? Like, a good idea, probably. Okay, I'm gonna create this image for the shield. Okay, so what's your idea? Please tell me. I am intrigued to hear your idea. Okay, I might just make it look like a kind of generic. Oh yeah, that is a really good idea. Yeah. Yeah, I might add that. If I do add it, I'll make sure to say that it was your idea, because that's a smart idea. Yeah. That could make really interesting puzzles. This is supposed to look like a shield, but it kind of just looks like a 3-pronged horse. Or actually, now that I mentioned the word prong, yeah. Now that I mentioned the word pronged, so it looks kind of, it just made me think it looks like a fork. Maybe if I do like this and then a race in the center, like that, does that look kind of like a shield? I mean, I guess I could. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. That looks more like a heart now. The problem with doing it on a 5x5 pixel scale, since I'm just using giant pixels, is that like doesn't really work that well for making advanced images. I'll just go back to having it look like this for now, I guess. Like, I'll try and improve it, or maybe make it look completely different later. Yeah, 3 prongs, 3-prong fork, except it's not a fork anymore. Let's see. So for now, actually, I might as well make it be placeable. I don't really see a reason why not. Also, I don't need this or this. Okay. So I need to add, oh wait, I probably shouldn't be adding it here. So if touching diamond 2, I will rename it. Go to diamond. If touching diamond 2, go to diamond 2. Yet again, if touching diamond 2, because I'm copying my own code. Okay, save project, move up, perfect. Just need to rename this to shield. Okay. So the shield, oh, I also need to add a sprite. Don't ask why I do all the sprites. I don't know why I do all the sprites in one sprite. I meant all the costumes in one sprite and then move them to the other ones. Most games I don't do this. Oh yeah, it's because I was originally going to make them all in this, but collisions don't work well because it doesn't know which things are which things. Like, it doesn't know if it's going to be a box or another arrow. So yeah, I have to use all these sprites. So next, the thing, okay, I could probably, so let's see. For now, I'll just test this also, say, okay, so this is level 9, which I'm planning to have a ton of levels in this game, so that's why I'm already on level 9. Let's see, so there's 0, level to 7, level to 9, so level 9 is just level 7 but impossible. I meant level 8 but impossible. So what I have to do is, so the shield will reflect one of them, so I might as well add their shield code in now. Oh, I also probably don't need that repeat loop anymore. I just had that there. Okay, so move this to the side, move this to the side, move this to the side over here. Don't want to add a comment on that. So if touching shield, then motion, then it's gonna turn right around. Okay, so it turns around, and wait, and then just in case I have anything with this, I'm also going to say change direction by 1, by 1, no, by 2, and then so now once I add a shield in, or a reflector or something, once I add this thing in, create clone of shield, I'll just say like -30 for fun. So now those guys just, what would happen? Okay, I'll just say x90 for fun. All again, I don't know why I keep saying for fun. Oh, the shield's way off. Okay. Like, the shield just doesn't exist. Why doesn't it work though? That's weird. Maybe if I say get rid of this. Okay, I'll just find what's wrong with that later. Okay, so I have these 3. So now with the sword, not swords. Why did I call those swords? So with this 50, 130. I'll say like 90. I'll lower him down a bit. That is not the right part. Accidentally messed with the wrong level there. Yeah, so as you can see, it turns around and just runs into it, which could be interesting. So what I'll do is I'll make this top one, so I'll make this one go to 50 and 130. Although I'm actually going to say, I think, so I'll move this shield down to like negative 130. I'm gonna get rid of the lose and wins for now. I'll add in a win later. Okay. So let's see. Now I'm gonna separate the players a little more. So it's 130, and then say this one goes. So that's a difference of 80. So I'll just say 10. So then boop. Although actually, this one I will say is like, I'll set to 130. And then this, actually, 150, because this one has to, no, that's the wrong direction. 110, because this one has to move to 150, because the wind's going to go above them. So now so the bottom one collides with the second to bottom one, and then the top one goes up, I think. Let me just slow that down to check to see if that is doing everything correct. Let's see. Up. What? Let me just rewatch that. Oh, it's because they pass through each other. Yeah. Okay, I figured that out. Why that was looking weird. So it's because they have to have an odd number of squares in between them to pass through the way it works. Because since they both move at the same time, they'll just kind of pass through each other. That's the problem with moving things, but I don't care. I'll just move one of them down. So the 10, I'll move to negative 10. So now it does work. And then all I have to do is put the win above. Yay. And then I'll also come down, grab this, replace this with win, place that there, place that there, place that there. So now this level is complete. Now this level, you don't have to do anything in it. Maybe I'll add a little puzzle element somewhere else in it, because it's kind of empty. It's just to introduce a new mechanic. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop my stream now, because my neck is starting to hurt from looking at my computer for too long. So, I'm going to share this project soon. Yeah, I'll share it now. Just write, like, coming soon here, and then and I'll share it, and then wait. Yeah, so Curb the YouTuber, if you want, I can add you in here to say that, like, you helped me get this idea. I mean, I already have it somewhat, but yeah, so I have the link up here for if you want to see it, but like, you mean you just saw it, you don't need to play. So anyways, oh, okay, thanks for playing my game, I guess. I'm gonna end my stream now, probably, cause I've been streaming for a while. And, so bye. I actually need to click the end stream button before I can end my stream, so, okay, bye. That was a fun stream, because people actually watched.